Hello, Pat here from VG247 again, and here we are taking a look at Dark Souls. The review embargo for this is going up today. Kristen Reed reckons this is the hardest game ever made, or that he's ever played. I just wanted to give you a bit of a look at what it's all about. Obviously, it's a mega hard fantasy RPG. This is the spiritual successor to Demon's Souls, which I'm sure you're all very aware of. So let's call our chat Pat-like. And now we pick the sex. Be man or woman. I'm going to be a man. I'm all man. But there's the lady. Your classes, you've got a warrior, a knight, a wanderer. And there's your knight. There's your wanderer. A thief, a bandit, best hair ever, a hunter, a sorcerer, a pyromancer, good hair, a cleric, and some kind of mental naked man. I was tempted by the bandits. I have to admit, wicked trousers. I went for the knight. How can you not? Now, didn't really read what all this stuff does. To be honest, I think the chances of me actually getting particularly far in this game are slim. The old witch's ring sounded good, so let's give that a whiz. Yep, you can be big, little, heavy in the upper body or the lower body, or you can have a tiny head. I'm gonna opt for slim, aspirational and all that. So yeah, here are your faces. Again, there is only one choice when it comes down to it, and it has to be the dubious Karim. He looks suitably mental. Let's have a look at his hair. Yes, these all look pretty much of a muchness, and anyway, you've got a hat on. I suppose some of them don't have a hat on, but I do. But that bob, just so appealing. And I'm not even going to look at most of these. I mean, it has to be some kind of red bob, right? Look at that. That is wicked. It's all for nothing though, because I'm wearing a hat. But let's get on with it.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog.
So this is the video which you've probably all seen, or they released a cut version of this a while ago actually. This is the sort of extended version. Just giving you a bit of backstory for what it's worth. Basically, it was all bad, and then it all got even worse, and then everyone just sort of kicked off, and there was a massive dragon fight, and that's pretty much where you come in. Like after the dragon fight, once all the undead have been like herded somewhere or something, I don't know. It's just like a giant excuse for a really dismal gothic plot, and who can blame them? This chap's got the best name, Nito. Nito Gang. Yeah, he's some kind of skeleton dude.
The Witch of Izalith.
There's the Witch of Izalith, and all her daughters. You don't want to fuck with them.
And his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy.
And the furtive pygmy. How so easily forgotten? I doubt it. Like, why would you forget a furtive pygmy? Absolutely no idea.
With the strength of lords.
So yeah, here they are. The strength of lords. They challenge the dragons. There's just a massive fight from the look of it.
Mighty lords peeled apart their stone scales. Witches.
And as cynical as I am, the feel of these games is unique, which probably accounts for a lot of the success of the first one. To be honest, they have this sort of blend of of sort of gothic and horror, which is really oppressive, and it's not just the fact that it's incredibly hard. It really isn't, and anybody that sort of played through the last one, I'm sure will tell you that. I'm playing this on the 360, obviously. As you can see, it looks lovely, lovely. And yeah, more story. Only the dark will remain.
Even now, there are only embers. And man sees not light.
Endless nights. There's no light. And yeah, you're about to find out that things really aren't particularly pleasant wherever you are. So all of the undead, they carry the accursed dark sign. As you do, you'd probably be fairly accursed if you were undead. The undead seem to be remarkably sort of willing to fall over and sort of not be undead anymore. So yeah, during the loading screens, you get these bits again of backstory which sort of tell you about various bits and bobs, and it's all much of a muchness, to be honest. As you're about to see, it's pretty straightforward. It's pretty straightforward business. So here we are, like 7 minutes into play, not dead yet. Haven't I done well?
The undead are corralled and led to the north.
So the undead have been led to the north, where they are locked away to await the end of the world. Just in case there was a glimmer of hope. This is pretty much about as dismal as a game can probably be. This is your fate, and here you are. Even the rats are zombies. There's no going back. But there may be some going forwards, as you're about to see. Here I am, looking pretty healthy. Gonna kill him, obviously. If I get that far. And we are off. We are in the Northern Undead Asylum. So this is all pretty straightforward stuff. This is the tutorial, obviously. When you see corpses, you can pillage them. You can open doors, or you can open some doors. You've got the only sword I'm carrying at the moment is a broken. It's a sword with a broken blade. Come on, Pat. Let's have those words. As you're walking along, you see these marks on the floor, as you did in the last one, and you just read them. These can be left by other players as well, obviously. So yeah, it's the right bumper to do like a soft attack. This dude doesn't fight back, helpfully, because I'm all over the place. And yeah, it's the right stick to move the camera. So as we go along, we read these messages. Your right trigger is your strong attack. For what it's worth, this man is having sex with a wall. So I'm going to stab him in the ass. You didn't cope too well with that, did you, undead dude? So yeah, beat a run. I think what makes a lot of this game so nerve-wracking is that it's so dark. Like, everything is dark. There's a real sort of fog around you, and obviously you don't see much. Yeah, there's a targeting system, so you sort of click the right stick, and you do R3, or whatever it's called on the Xbox controller. And yeah, you'll stick to a target. It looks good. It looks really nice, I think. Lots of look at those. Look at that mapping. Fantastic. And out we go into the open. Now, these bonfires are integral to the game, from what I've read. Obviously, these are sort of like checkpoints. So you light them as you go along, and I think when you get killed, you get sent back, which is a lot. And obviously, you can rest. You can rest at them to recover some health when you inevitably die all the time. Through we go. He doesn't just open a door. He must struggle. He must struggle to open the door. Yeah, things go a bit tits here, I think. Run away! You are not going to fight him. So he's got like some kind of major club shit going on. He's really trying to kill me. So this rolling stuff is done with B. I escaped. You can't help. I think you know the game has such a reputation, even already, that you can't help sort of panicking all the time, which is quite fun actually. Get your shield. I wonder why. So you need to go in there. Duty is shooting me with his bow and arrows, and he doesn't fuck about. If you stand there too long, you will die. So I've did I pick up the shield? I think I did. So you press you press start to open your menu, and then you have to change your equipment. And you go onto the shield slot, open it, and there's your tower kite shield, which is your first bit of equipment. And I think it's the left bumper holds up the shield, and that's what you need to. You can strike with it as well, which becomes very important. If I was playing like this in anywhere else other than the tutorial, I'd be dead about 300 times. And the arrows keep on coming. He actually runs away. If you keep the shield held up all the time, he really can't hit you, which is a bit of a bonus. Got a nice new sword. Things looking up. So again, just equip that in the same way. And that's looking. I'm looking a bit more dangerous now. Again, you keep the shield up. Here he comes. Die. And then you have these areas of white light, which I assume are just some kind of like stage transition. So yeah, obviously the sort of dodging, rolling thing is immensely important if you don't want to die every 3 seconds. This is just that's a precursor for what's to come later. You will just get dumped on all the time by this game, and yeah, people like that. You see, my health is already taking a kick in there, and this is just a few minutes into the tutorial. That is locked. Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed watching this. I wish you the best of luck with the game, and yeah, we'll see you again very soon.